Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The lineup we have suggests it's going to be a 4-5-1 formation, Jim.
Well, the lone striker has to be prepared to do some of the work himself, but essentially he needs two of the three central midfielders to make runs beyond him and trust that the wide men can service the penalty box and make those link-up runs from out to in. He should get plenty of support with this setup.
So it's away we go then. And it's played forward. And they're not going to make any further progress now. João Neves, played over towards the opposite flank. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Gets good distance on it. Antonio Silva. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. It's hit the upright. He's got away with one there.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
João Cancelo. Vitinha. Antonio Silva. Oh, that's a nice ball. Diogo Dalot looking to get on the end of this. Do have a chance to counter here. It's an inviting looking ball, that. João Cancelo. Vega. Antonio Silva. João Cancelo. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Vitinha. Vitinha. Antonio Silva. First quarter of an hour gone. Portugal are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. João Neves. Vitinha shifted upfield. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Oh, can he get onto this? Diogo Dalot. Vitinha. João Neves. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Might be Cristiano Ronaldo! He'll try to keep this alive. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Danger averted for now. That's really well manoeuvred. Vitinha. Now who's going to be first to this? It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
They've played it short. Played into the middle. It's a mighty effort! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
It's a mighty looking ball, that. Well timed, excellent interception. Diogo Dalot. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Played out to the right. Antonio Silva gets it away. Has a look and plays it forward. That's a fabulous ball. A corner it is then. Rafael Leao. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Moved on forwards. Antonio Silva can get it clear. And that is as far as they're going to go. Costa. Diogo Dalot. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's a loose ball.
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
Oh, what a climb! Just off target.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Rafael Leao. João Cancelo. Vitinha. João Cancelo. Cross from Cancelo. It's really well cleared. Forward it goes. He's onto it in a flash. Diogo Dalot, aim forwards. Vitinha. Rafael Leao. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
João Neves. And it's Dalot. Vega. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. João Neves. Now it's Cristiano, and a chance! It's really well manoeuvred. And they've got rid. The cross. Oh, smashing header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, he certainly got to the ball well enough, but the rest didn't quite come off for him.
Vitinha. Vega. João Cancelo. João Neves. Played towards the other side. He's going to be disappointed with that. Aim forwards. Can he spark a counter here? He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And that'll be the last act of the first half. A decent enough half, but either side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Some first half thoughts?
Well, 0-0 is a little surprising, and while initially they must have felt that they'd score from the many chances we saw, they might now be thinking that this could go against them.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Portugal have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Rafael Leao. Cleared without complication. Vitinha puts them all in. João Cancelo goes short. That's been drilled forward. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. João Neves. Vitinha. João Neves. Antonio Silva. Not the most accurate pass. Time for a change in personnel. Picks it up out wide. Lovely feet. A chance to play it in. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Cristiano Ronaldo. Pedro Neto. Antonio Silva. Vitinha chooses to go cross-field. Antonio Silva. Pedro Neto. João Neves. And reclaimed it in a trice. Back into the middle. Gets it away. And now the breakaway. Out to the left it goes. He's in plenty of space here. He's in space and looking for options. And back out it comes. João Cancelo wins the duel this time. So what can they make of this? So we've reached the hour mark. And still we await the first breakthrough. Tries a deft little ball. Ball's gone out of play. Diogo Dalot with the clearance. Moved on forwards. Pedro Neto. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Rafael Leao! And he's there to get it away. Rafael Leao has got himself a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Vitinha! And it's Vitinha. Costa, out towards the flank.
Rafael Leao really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Great defending, strong and determined. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Costa does really well to win the ball there. Rafael Leao. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Pedro Neto. Whistle's gone, that's foul. The referee has shown him a yellow card. Players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Vitinha! It's hit the crossbar! That has been knocked clear. And it's Mendes. That is lovely. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Vitinha. Nuno Mendes. João Neves. Pedro Neto. They could break here. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. And it's Mendes. Nuno Mendes tries a cross. Vitinha. Vega. João Neves. And it's played forward. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Can he get onto this?
Portugal really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Nelson Semedo. Vitinha. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nuno Mendes. Nice control. Nuno Mendes. Up he goes! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Out to the right. Oh, that's nice. And he's there to clear it.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Searching pass he's played there.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Costa. We can get that clear. Jordan have reclaimed it.
Jordan clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Antonio Silva. João Neves forwards and with intent. And that could set him on his way. And it's hoisted clear.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Takes a shot! Good try. The could so easily have been different.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Muscular approach does pay off here. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Vitinha. Costa played out to the left flank. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. The final seconds now. Vega. And the shot! Goal!
Well, we're sitting here wondering who, if anyone, was going to be able to step up and find a way to goal with the clock running down, and the skipper obliges. It should cement victory in what has been a pretty unpredictable affair.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Portugal take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very...
And time is up. Portugal have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Thrilling, nail-biting, perhaps frustrating until the very end, but we do have a winner.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Ladies and